ladies
the
and
excitement.
Jason been over there working hard. Shout out to Jason working his ass.
Good job, Jason, man.
Good job, Jay.
Oh, okay. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back to this topic in just a second. But who I would like to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen this man on multiple movies. You've seen him in The Great Debaters. You've seen him in Fat Albert. And for me, I think he is one of the best kept secrets in Hollywood.
Great character actor.
Great character.
Great character actor.
Man.
That's what I like about acting.
Man, this cat here. Yeah, so that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you, right here on the Benét Embry Show, Mr. Jermaine Williams. What's going on, sir?
Hey, what's up, Hey, y'all hear me? I'm coming in clear?
Yeah, you're coming in clear. We got you.
Oh, that is awesome, man. That introduction was amazing, brother. So what I'm going to need you to do is come to just about every event that I go to and say the same exact thing.
Hey, but I will tell you what. Don't threaten me with a good time, because who will be there is Benét Embry. I'm telling you right now. So how you doing tonight?
That's secret. I love it, man. Y'all see me too?
We got you. Yeah, we got you everything.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for that introduction.
So how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm blessed, man. It took me a little while to get this tech savvy thing going. We finally connected, man. You finally connected. It's all good.
So being that you have been in some of the great films in this generation with the great debaters, with everything else you've done, are you comfortable with considering yourself somewhat of a legend?
Legend, no, man. I think I have a long way to go, but I'm definitely blessed with a lot of the things I've been able to book and to work on. I come from humble beginnings, man. I'm from LA, and hearing that a young black male like myself being from LA already in Hollywood, people are really shocked to find out how humble I really am, man. It's just crazy. There's no fake facade here.
Yeah, because
you know how they tell people when they call you Hollywood, nothing Hollywood about me, man, at all. I'm in Compton right now. I'm literally at my mom's house in Compton. We in the neighborhood. We on the block.
Nice.
So that's where I'm from, and I love my hometown, LA, man. That's where I'm from.
So you still at Stomp the Yard? You still out there stomping the yard?
Hey,
why not, right?
I stomp all types of yards, man. Whatever the case may be, I'm stomping.
But I love the fact that you called me personally today. I was at work, and he was like, I said, Benét Embry. He said, Jermaine Williams. I was like, hey, what's going on, brother? I got
high voice on him?
Yeah, I got starstruck
high voice?
I figured I'd call early, man, to let you know I'm not, I wasn't tech savvy like that, man. I have other folks do things for me, but
dig that.
It's all good.
Hollywood.
Man,
And Hollywood coming out too.
I guess you got a sense of it right there.
Yeah, okay. You just said it was nowhere near you just a minute ago.
So, how did you get started in this business?
Oh man, long story short, I give a lot of credit to my sister and my parents, but mainly a lot to my sister. She has 10 years on me. Shout out to Keisha Marshall out in San Diego. She saw something in me as a young kid. I was just always plugged to the TV, especially when it came to comedy. Grew up on Martin Lawrence, Richard Pryor, Will Smith, and these were like the people I definitely give a lot of credit to when it comes to my comedic side of things. So my sister heard a radio ad basically saying if you feel like your kid has talent, reach out to us and this and that. So had about 1,000 kids from all shades and color coming to Beverly Hills Hilton in this big conference room, and they gave us all a number and they told us to say our first and last name. And honestly, I think it's one of those businesses to kind of get money out your parents' pocket.
Right on.
But but at the same time, this was the same business. They used to be called Beverly Hills Studios.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I had just found out Mila Kunis went through the same program. I had no idea. She went through the same program, Beverly Hills Studios, and I probably worked with her as a kid, and I had no idea. And we went through the same process. And my mom and my dad came out of the pocket. I can sold thousands of dollars to help support my acting career, and I'm so grateful. I would tell people to go through the same business, but they don't exist anymore. So but that's how I kind of got started. I got my first agent through that company, and I've been with the same agency ever since.
And I also
shout out to Kim Gola, ABA Studio, ABA agency. She's been representing for sure.
And I also see that you're a dancer. Is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess, yeah. It's crazy. I'm not like I wouldn't consider myself.
Again, stomp the yard, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy? I'll tell you that story. But the thing is crazy. Back in the day, I guess you could say I was into professional hip hop dance. Brandy Norwood, everybody knows Brandy.
Right on.
Her and her family, Ray J, they had this thing called the Norwood Kids Foundation, where they pretty much had this program for the inner city kids, and I think they picked like 15 to 16 of us to group together and to dance at different venues, LA Sparks games. We actually danced a couple of times on the Alicia show when it was hot. So that's, I guess, where my dancing career kind of came into play. I've always been like a chubby kid.
Right on.
So my mom was like,
shout out to the chubby kids, because got the chubby brother right here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you see the shirt.
Yeah,
the shirt.
For me,
the shirt. Bears all day.
Nice.
Right. The chubby brothers all winning. The teddy brother daddy.
Man. But I used to move back in my day, man. I'm a little older now.
He said I used to move back in my day. I'm a little older.
I'm more of a two-stepper now. You know what I mean?
I'll dig that.
It's all good. But yeah, I still love dancing, man. Stomp the Yard was a blessing. Probably one of the hardest, strenuous, I guess, movies I ever had to go through. I actually lost about 25 pounds.
Yeah, because I was tired watching y'all doing all that shit. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I lost about 25 pounds on that movie, man. And, Columbus and everybody on set kind of took me under their wing. And thing was, I knew how to dance. I just didn't know how to step.
Right.
The dancing part was easy. It was the stepping part that literally had me, like, losing my brain. Like, after the first rehearsal of stepping, I literally called my mom that night crying, "Mama, I can't do it. I can't do it on there. They got me stepping, and it's like it's a one step. It's not on beat, but it's on a beat. It's on a beat, but not on a beat."
Right.
Does that make sense? And honestly, I was so determined to stay in Atlanta and get these moves right. I literally was in a hotel room, and I literally was in my mirror practicing. And literally, like, the next day, I had it just like that. Right. It was kind of like this brain memory. You know what I mean? So, actually, one of the best sets I've ever been on. It was super crazy fun. It was in Atlanta. So, the ladies were great.
All right, so a question I'm dying to ask.
Y'all in Dallas?
Yeah, D-Town right here, Triple D, baby. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know.
Represent.
Yeah, I don't know all the gang stuff. I just know Triple D.
Yeah. You kind of know that.
A question I'm dying to ask.
Yeah.
How was it working with Denzel Washington?
Boom.
Oh, man. You know what? I don't think words really explain the experience, man. He was definitely like a father figure, in a sense. This was his second directorial theatrical movie that he did, and he treated it like his baby, just like he did Antoine Fisher.
Right on.
And honestly, man, the knowledge outside of just directing, he just gave us jewels. He just dropped jewels for 4 young African American kids, like just how to walk in your career. Pretty much how to walk in your career and stay respected, respect yourself. And he always pushed us to continue to grow in our craft, to learn more, to get out of our comfort zone. That's what he always pushed. And that's what he pushes you to. He pushes you to greatness. And I definitely got heed of that. He was the one that kind of really solidified my confidence as an actor.
Right on.
Knowing that he was able to hire me and tell me that I had acting chops. Like, if you want to know or hear that you got acting chops, like anybody, friends, family, people you don't know, they can come up to you, man, you are a good actor, but if you get like that solidification from Denzel Washington, then it's like it's on a whole nother level. Like I don't believe nobody else. I got it from this man. You know what I mean? So I'm so humbly and grateful, and I'm hoping one day I can work with him again.
Right. So how do you go into preparing for your role? Because I'm a starting actor. Reggie is an actor and a comedian. And
my fellow thespians.
Right on. And we've done some things. We wait on that moment, but for people like us and people out there that's listening, trying to get into acting or whatever, what is your normal preparation when you get a script, when you go into audition, and when you get the role?
Honestly, man, for me, it's all about it's always about my brain, my mind, and taking it all in like a sponge. I feel like repetition always works for me.
Dig it.
Always this repetition. I feel like repetition for me with lines is the number one. And then once I know I've got the lines down packed, that's when I put my own entity into the words, in a sense. My best way to think of it, don't think too much about the words. My thing is put yourself as a person, or as yourself, Benet or anybody else, put yourself in a situation on the paper. You ask yourself, what would I do in this situation? You know what I mean? Unless you have like a physical ability or like disability or something like that, or they're requiring you to do something, but just as a normal person, what would you do in this situation as yourself? And the thing is, if you consider yourself a calm person, or maybe if you get upset, you become truly irate, you do that first. You know what I mean? So I always think of how would Jermaine act in this situation. So I always prepare myself and I do it how I would do it. But if it comes to something of like a character actor, I think outside the box, and then I study certain personality traits. How to be a narcissist, or how to be sensitive, or how to be shy.
Right.
You know, if that's what the character is asking for, that's what I usually focus on.
Well, I know for me, I love Stump the Yard, and I love The Great Debaters. But when you played Mushmouth, and you know, and I say that because you showed different facial expressions to make me, you know what I'm saying? Because
that was my nickname in junior high, man. Like in junior high school, they used to call me Face. Like I seriously, like you know how people have poker faces?
Right.
I don't have those. I don't know what a poker face is. Like people can literally tell me to calm down and be cool. I won't say nothing, but you can tell how I'm feeling on my face. It's just uncontrollable. Like I could probably insult people right in front of their face. And I don't mean to be rude. It's just
I got you.
I can't hide it. I seriously, that's just how I am. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying, because
I do. This is my money maker all day. You know, it's my money maker, man. So
that's my thing, because we were talking to Gary Sturgis, and we've talked to Clifton Powell, and we've talked to Hawthorne James, who played Big Red, and they were talking about using your hands and your face. And then when I just went back, you know, when we got everything booked and stuff, I went and re-looked at those movies again. I was like, man, look at his face. He don't even have to say a line, because when you played Mushmouth, you really didn't say a line to the very end. And so, but you could tell the emotion and the content that you were trying to portray just with facial expressions. And I was like, damn, that's dope.
Well, you know, it's crazy, man. I actually booked another role off of Mushmouth. It was the first time I ever booked a role by playing another role. So I don't know if you guys ever saw the spoof movie called The Comebacks, but I played a character that's
called iPod.
iPod, right? Yeah. Exactly. So the creators of that movie saw me in Fat Albert and considered me for that role. You know, and they came in and I interviewed for the role, and asked me what I would bring to the character. And literally, that movie as well, I barely had any lines until the very end of the movie. So I consider myself a character actor, a physical actor, a facial actor, and that's why they booked me in the first place, because I just make faces. You know. So yeah.
So what's next? What's next? What do you have coming out? What do people need to be on the lookout for?
Man, I'm on my grown man right now, man. You know, I'm writing. I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually I'm taking some really similar advice from Marlon Wayans, who just came out with his sextuplets movie on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's out there.
Yeah, I checked it out. It's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you, I like his mentality though. He will continue to put out product because he doesn't want to wait for somebody to write something for him.
Right.
Yeah, I respect that.
So do you
really respect that.
Do you perform stand up as well?
No, dude, it's crazy. It's still one of my on my bucket list to do.
Yeah.
It's still one of my bucket lists to do. And I'm actually writing a series, a comedy series about black stand-up comedy called Laugh Till It Hurts. And
excuse me, sir, because when you get ready to audition, you got 2 actors right here.
This is the man finished talking about his project, man.
All we just need
all
we need is just to eat. We don't need no special hookups or nothing like that. All we just need is just to eat.
I kind of want somebody to do something like he said, Hollywood.
All we need is an email with the whatchamacallit.
I need people to do stuff for me.
No, what they want is a sandwich.
No, all I want is the opportunity. So yeah, just let us know when the audition is.
Absolutely, man. I got you, man. Let's definitely keep in touch. You got my number and everything, brother.
Right on.
But I just want to just kind of just drop some knowledge. Being in this business definitely humbled me even more.
Right.
I know I'm a humble person, but I think I got to a point where subconsciously I didn't know my ego got the best of me. At one point, I literally was just booking. And when you do that, you tend to get comfortable. You become complacent. And you just think things are really just going to continue to come your way, and it don't work like that at all. You know, jobs stop coming. Agents will drop you.
Right on.
Drop you a hat. You know what I mean? And that's what made me mature in this business. I still book things. Shout out to Netflix new series that starts in January called Ratchet.
Shout out to Ratchet.
Shout out to Ratchet starring Sarah Paulson.
Be sure and check that out.
I'm actually really excited about it. It's actually, if you guys have ever seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes.
With Matt Nicholson. Okay. Nurse Ratchet in that movie. It's a prequel show based on her when she started at the psycho facility. So it's a period piece based in 1947, I want to say. And I was able to do 5 episodes of that. So that should pop up in January. Had a great time doing that. Great set. I still book things. As far as just theatrical stuff, I don't get as many as the auditions I used to. The industry's changed. I don't want to say in a negative way, but it's definitely changed to the point where it's adjusted. Social media and everything else is definitely made a drastic change. And you just have to find your lane and where you fit. And at this point in my career, I found out that creating, writing, that's my lane right now. I'm having a lot more fun doing that, you know, than I guess the audition process.
I totally get that, because I almost quit. Because
hey, me and you on the same level.
I almost quit.
Oh no!
I had a conversation with the wife and was like, "Baby, I don't think I want to do this no more."
Right.
So,
because the rejection is real, and I tell everybody that come into contact, it came to a point where I had to write my own movie. I had to direct my own movie in order to make sure that I had the opportunity, not just in acting, but in writing and directing and everything like that. So I tell people, if you don't have some type of thick skin or whatever the situation is, this may not be the craft for you, although you may love it, you may love to do that. But I believe everybody who is in this business needs to get behind the camera, or needs to at least write something so they can get a different perspective of it. And like you refound your love for it, I refound mine, just for the simple fact that I was being able to use that creative flow and get everything I had out.
Absolutely, man. I'll be honest with you, man. In going that route, you expand your mind to a whole nother.
Agreed.
Not even that, you're literally taking the bull by the horns, and you have full control over your own product. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's crazy because the only reason why I say that is because I've done a couple of commercials, man, and I felt like a puppet, and I didn't like that feeling.
I can dig it.
At all. Like I said, I did I want to say like an HP Microsoft commercial for like some type of new age laptop, and they had me doing stuff. Honestly, man, if you're a director, you have all control of humiliating whoever is in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You have full control over that. And I was in a position where they had wanted me to do these positions and act like I had this hot coffee, and I had me standing on one foot. And I'm like, yo, I have no control right now.
Right.
And I didn't like that. And I don't know if that's because of just age and me getting older. You know, you just have like just a more sense of dignity.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? And self-worth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And, you know, and honestly, I didn't like that feeling. And, you know, knowing that you can direct and write and produce your own project, it expands your mind so much to the point where you're like, yo, I have my hands in all this responsibility. You know what I mean? But it's in your control. You can take it whatever direction you want to. And the thing is, honestly, man, one idea can change your whole life.
Yeah, you sure right about that.
Honestly. Just like even in acting, not even trying to smash acting, like one audition can change your whole life because it just may be written for you. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't put an age limit on when you will take off. Honestly, I feel like this industry that we in, fellas and ladies, I think it's ageless. It seriously is. Like I hear about that one lady that I think she was in Black Panther and
yeah. Her first
like 80-something years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you never know.
Samuel Jackson didn't book his first major role till he was 46.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, look at Taraji P. Henson's already 50 years old.
Damn, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she look it though.
No, she sure don't look it.
She's pushing 50, bro. Like, and my thing is, I met her back when she did Baby Boy, and she was in her 30s then.
Shout out to BET, they play that all the time. So we're running a little short on time, sir. But first off, I need a favor, and then I have one last question.
Begging on her?
I'm begging.
Yeah. Sir, if you could just look into the camera. Jason, get his lower third ready. If you can look into the camera and say, and say your name and let everybody know that they're tuned in to the Benét Embry Show.
Look at the camera, say my name, and then listen. And say it.
Yeah, he's trying to be a director right now.
Yeah, he's directing.
You understand? You are tuned in to what?
To the Benét Embry Show.
Got you. All right. What's up, y'all? My name is Jermaine Williams, and you are tuned in into the Benét Embry Show.
Okay, I was talking over you because I was trying to get your lower third up. No, well, you can't see it. You can't see it on.
He went whole mush mouth on you right there.
Take two.
Yeah, take two, my bag.
He went whole mush mouth.
I got one in me.
Just kidding.
Yeah, please. If you just give it to me one more time and I'm going to be quiet. You ready for the little third, Jason? Because this is professional seasoned actor. And he's giving us something. And this is a legend. When he wins an Oscar, we're going to need this for the show. All right, sir. In 3, 2, 1, action.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Jermaine Williams, and you are tuned in into the Benét Embry Show.
Thank you so much, sir.
Awesome.
Saying you killed it the first time. If it wasn't for Rome and Reggie, we would have had it.
It's my fault.
Wow.
My fault.
Wow.
So the last question we have before we let you go, sir, and I really hope that you decide to come back on, especially when this new project comes out, because it's so many questions that I want to ask you that we just don't have the time right now tonight. But I want to, reschedule something and give you some bigger time. Okay. So we talked to Brother Hawthorne James. We talked to Harry Lennox, and we would talk in Clifton Powell. They said you have to establish a line, things that you won't do. And I'll give you an example. Hawthorne James said he'll never wear a dress. He'll never say the N-word. Clifton Powell said that he'll never wear a dress or whatever situation is. As an actor, what is your line?
I don't think I'm too comfortable with playing homosexual.
Right on.
You know, and the thing is like I've seen movies that respectfully did it in good taste. I don't think I'm ready to do that.
But see,
I don't mean to laugh or nothing.
No, but I get that.
Community, but I just don't think I can do it.
No, I get that, and this is no shade to
the thing is, it's crazy. Like I've actually been offered a role like that. It was a show called Weeds on Showtime.
Right on.
And they kind of sneaked it up. It was kind of like one of those sneak-in joints. Because like the original script is literally just me and my homeboys smoking weed in the car, right? And it was like, oh man, you did good. My agent's like, hey, go back there and kill it. And I was like, all right, I'll go back there and kill it. I went back there, bro. Next thing I know is me and my boy in the car smoking weed, and then I'm supposed to be going down on him. I'm like,
wait a minute, what?
What kind of
left turn. I'm like, that took a turn in my mouth. Like I was like, oh no.
Wait a minute, hold on, cut.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't ready for that. I had to hit my agent up. I said, hey man, did you read
it? they sprinkled a little bit of crack in there.
I mean, honestly, because out of respect, you supposed to hit me up and be like,
no,
are you comfortable with having that in your mouth? No.
No, I'm not comfortable.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on real quick before y'all start shooting emails. I understand what he's talking about because I have a son, and I never want my son to see me in a way that's not of what I consider a man. And just like there's other actors that won't do other things, you cannot knock that. So don't.
For example, and I'm not even knocking it because it was an awesome movie. What was the one with about the Green Book? The Green Book.
Oh,
the Green Book. Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, have y'all seen it?
Which one?
I haven't seen Green Book.
It's called the Green Book. The Green Book with a white dude is driving him in the car.
No, I have not seen that one yet.
Please check it out.
Yeah.
He's homosexual in the movie.
Oh.
And but it was done in like really, really good taste. You know what I mean? And I don't look at Mahershala in a way of him because he exudes such masculinity.
Yeah.
I still look at him as he's a masculine, strong dude. And I feel like to play a role like that, and he was in Moonlight too. But I mean, to play a role, you have to be very comfortable with your sexuality, what I am. Just don't.
Will Smith in Philadelphia, right?
No, that was not Will Smith.
That was Tom Hanks.
That was Denzel Washington.
No, you're talking about
Denzel.
That was Denzel.
Denzel didn't play gay though.
No.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks did.
What's it? That's it. Will Smith.
Will Smith was in 6 Degrees of Separation.
6 Degrees of Separation.
Yeah. Right. And then they said he had a stuntman that kissed the other dude. I don't know. We'll never know. I love Will Smith. You know what I mean? But
so I don't know.
Like, the thing is, I was like this. I saw the movie, and Will Smith had some questionable lines.
Yeah.
Right.
He had some like, I want to do what?
See? Yeah.
And that one scene when they bust in on him.
And he's cool.
Yeah.
There was that one.
He's cool.
Well, look here,
that
sir.
was early in his career too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, look here, sir. We thank you for your time tonight. So, can we get you to come on again after this? After Reckless comes out, maybe do a little follow. Oh, okay. Did we lose him?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So
truck driver went by.
Can I give you a call so we can go back through? So we can get you reset up?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with being gay unless you hire 2 people to beat you up.
Oh man.
See,
On that note.
See, on that note. Comedian right there trying to crack a joke right there.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing wrong.
There we go. There we go.
That's all.
Just to let you know, he's not a regular on the show. He's just filling in tonight.
The dude's trying to get a Subway sandwich. That's all.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So, I just
Hey, he got away with it.
He should have went to Quiznos.
So, sir, listen, I would getting back in contact with your agent, or if you allow me to just hit you up directly when this comes out. I would love to have you back on. So, can we have you back on at a later date?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed having me.
Yes, absolutely, we did.
Yes.
So we thank you for your time, sir. We appreciate it, and we want you to have a good night.
Oh man, y'all do the same. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a good one.
Thanks,
All right,
you
peace.
too.
For sure.
Sure.
Ladies and